I figured I'd do a little recap video. I had a lot of people asking questions at the end of the last video. Like as far as the rust in the cylinders, we don't know. I had the engine back for maybe a week or two from the machine shop, and then I put it in the car, put basically the whole thing together, brought it up to my buddy Don's. He made the intake pipe and all that shit, and then we got it back. And I don't know, like, I think if we could have got the car fired up like right away, it probably would have been fine. Like, there may have been a little bit in there, but if it fired up, it probably would have, you know, just gone away. But the fact that we cranked it over for so long, trying to do a couple things. Like, for one, I didn't realize that when we run the single cam sensor with a Holly, you have to change the firing order in the Holly. I didn't know that. So, like, when we were cranking it over, trying to check timing and all that stuff before we were trying to start it, timing was off because you have to move the 1 7/7 like cylinder firing order to the back of the firing order. So we had obviously the timing light on the number 1 cylinder, cranking it over, trying to check static timing when I had it set in the Holly, and it was like 200 degrees off or some shit. You know what I mean? It was like, because obviously it was not supposed to be firing when we were telling it to fire. And so, whatever, we cranked it over a bunch, so I don't know. And we tried like spraying a little starting fluid in there just to try and get it to fire so it would like build some fuel pressure and stuff like that. Whatever. It was a long night. And once we figured out the firing order and all that stuff, this was even after the fact that this was once we got the motor back from the machine shop. We figured this out because once it started cranking over really slow after we were cranking it over for a while, I'm like, man, something's fucking like not right with this thing. And we ended up pulling the oil pan off just to like look in there because we were thinking it was like a bearing or some shit. Who knows? And once we pulled the oil pan off, we saw like the rust like kind of dripping out of the cylinders. And like I could see, not necessarily dripping, but like I could see it like when the piston was up. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So whatever. Pulled it out, brought it to the machine shop. Saturday, we pulled it out Friday. Saturday morning, I drove up to the machine shop. They're like 2 hours from me. Drove up there, dropped it off. Monday morning, they pulled it apart. They ended up just needing to clean the pistons, rings, all that shit. They bumped the hone through it, put it back together, and it was good. So then Tuesday morning, I left at like 5 o'clock from my house and drove back up there because they open at like 7:30. So 7:30, picked it up, came back to the shop, we put it in. Then we did get it fired up after we figured out all this stuff. And once we got it fired up, it like blew the oil pump, the oil filter O-ring out. Like it read like 90 some PSI real quick and then down to like 15. We're like, what the fuck? So me and Matt ended up playing with it. We ended up realizing that I have the wrong rotation oil pump on there. Started realizing that I had the wrong rotation oil pump on there because on the accessory drive on the Pro Charger, my fuel pump's on the back and the oil pump's on the front. And I guess I needed a reverse rotation pump because they're spinning this way. So technically, if it's on the front or the back, it'd be different rotation. That was Tuesday that we realized the oil pump was messed up. They had one in stock. I was like, all right, overnight it. For Wednesday, we'll put it on the car in the morning. Throw it on the dyno real quick, make sure it's good. Then I'll take it to the track Wednesday. So Wednesday morning around 10 o'clock, still don't have the oil pump, and overnight is by 10:30. So I called them. I'm like, hey, like, who did you ship it with? FedEx, UPS, like, just so I can, like, you know, do have a tracking number, just so I can, like, check to see if it's still out for delivery or who I'm expected to be looking out for, blah, blah, blah. Well, they're like, oh, sorry, we forgot to ship it. So I'm like, motherfucker. Like, and they made it right, but I was so mad at the beginning. Like, the dude knew I was waiting at the track, like waiting for this to go to the race. Whatever, shit happens, I get it. So I was like, I'm just gonna bring my truck and trailer to the track anyway. So I brought that there, but then I'm like trying to figure out what to do with this, you know, like what the hell. I'm like, now I might even still have my days messed up, I don't know, whatever, it's irrelevant. This was Thursday, So I'm like, shit, like now I'm going to overnight it for Friday, and I'm going to have no test passes, and I'm just like on a brand new combo and all this shit. So I ended up calling an Uber, and I sent an Uber from Connecticut down to here, and it was $340. And dude, it's a 4-hour each way trip. So it was an 8-hour round trip. First 2 people canceled on me. Then the next guy that picked up the trip, I told him, I'm like, look, dude, it's just a box. You're going here to this company, picking up a box, bring it down to me. It's like 4 hours. Do you want to do the trip? Blah, blah, blah. Because I needed to tell Moroso not to give it to UPS to ship to me for the next day. So I needed to like lock this in. So dude's like, yeah, I'll do it. Dude, brought it down, got here at like 5:30, 4-hour trip. I felt so bad, dude. $340 I paid Uber. He got, as I asked him, $201 out of that. So for an 8-hour trip, because obviously they're not paying him back, it's just a single way. So he got $201 for 8-hour round trip, gas, tolls, whatever. So I gave him another $150 when he got here. But he brought me down my oil pump, which allowed me and Matt to go to the track Thursday night, put it on the car, get the car fired up, make sure it was running. We checked timing, did all that shit, which was a great time thing. So Friday morning, we fired the car up, got the car out, blah, blah, blah. And then went and made a pass. So, and then that's probably where you guys will see it, I think. If not, I'll recap some more. Quick little like update info. The footage you're gonna see like from my race car is like very scattered, just because it's probably been from over the last year, I'd say. That's really all I got. Up until this point, it's gonna be pretty scattered, but we're gonna have updates very, very soon, and they're not gonna be as scattered. So just deal with this one till we'll get to the next one.
Still trying to diagnose exactly what happened at the track. Well, other than it blew up.
Not much to diagnose.
Yeah. So Matt had got the engine pulled out here. And she's not doing good.
Oh!
The block is cracked. And she's got a big old hole. It's not good when she's got a big hole, right, Matt?
Right. That's the wrong kind of broke in right there.
So you got the heads torn off. Any new discoveries?
One bent intake valve, it looks like, so far. Looks like normal. Only bent one valve, so that's good. The sleeves are just fucking chilling.
I assume those aren't supposed to be loose like that.
Sure ain't.
So is the crank salvageable? No. Never mind.
Probably not.
Yeah, that don't look good. Holy shit.
The sleeve's gonna come out with this piston. This shit's all fucked.
I mean, I figured it wasn't good.
No, it's not good.
I got some pretzels. I assume all the bearings actually look okay?
Yeah, bearings are fine. All the sleeves on this side are coming out.
Holy fuck, really? Well, I guess obviously because the block is cracked, yeah, that's why.
Straight down the middle. Well, we got 2 good rods. And
well, some of the rods, I mean, some of them are like, this one's way beat up, but some of them aren't like terrible. They could still be fucking used.
Maybe like 4 good pistons. That expensive shit.
Well, that's not terrible because I have 2 other pistons because since they're custom, I bought 10. Crank probably still good. Good thing you didn't need a wrench to loosen that. Did this one good. I wonder what broke the block there.
I was kind of.
Oh, maybe when the crank came out, probably a rod bolt hit there. Like the crank was probably on that side as it was turning, and fucking.
Yeah.
It probably caught the corner of the block and broke it.
Yep. Which cylinder's that?
That's probably this really fucked up one.
The one's real fucked up.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Because I was wondering, that's why I thought it broke a rod, because there was a fucking hole in the block. Like, what else would put a hole in the block unless it broke a rod, turned, and then...
Right.
Was there a fire or anything? What did the scene look like at the...
I fucking wish it caught on fire and burnt to the ground. I don't wish that because I don't have insurance on it. No fire, nothing. Not even really any smoke.
Little puff.
Little puff. Like, they said there was a little puff, and I heard KP get on my radio and tell me, but I thought it was coming out of my puke tank since it's in the back now. And, like, I kept rolling down the track because I didn't, like, see anything. I looked in my mirror, there was no smoke, like, nothing, so, like, I didn't think it was, like, pouring oil anywhere, so I just kept going. But my belly pan was full of oil when I pulled around, but if I didn't have that, it probably would have fucking had oil all over the place, but... No smoke, nothing.
Yeah, just one of them I could clearly see daylight through with my flashlight. So.
That's good. That was a fucking good catch. Did you get that on fucking film? It's fucking ninja-like reflexes. Wow. Fast as fuck, boy. Lifters are okay?
Yeah, that's nothing wrong with lifters. Cam is seized in the block.
Wow. That's fine. I'm getting a different cam anyway. So.
She ain't trying to come out.
Just put a stock 5.3 in it. Ship it. I'm sure they have. Hopefully that's not holding the block together. Hopefully the block's not like whoop. Yeah, I hope that crank is okay. That would make me happier. How much do you think that crank is?
I was actually about to ask that.
Take a guess.
$6,000.
You're not far off.
Damn, dude.
Is it high or low?
You're high.
Okay. I decided to go high this time.
It's a Sunny
part.
Bryant. When I bought it, I think they were like $4,000. Like $3,800 I think I paid for it, but that was probably 5 years ago.
Oh shit. So you've had that same crank for that long?
I've had the same motor for that long. Maybe longer than 5 years. Since I broke my LSX block, wherever that's at. We throw that out?
I think so.
Wherever. It's probably been 5 years. It's probably been 5 years since I had it. Yeah, the only thing I just changed now was just the rods and pistons. But the block and the crank and all that shit was fine. Dude, this bearing is perfect.
It's good to go.
It's an easy way to look at bearings, right? Dude, I could reuse this thing. God, dude.
There's a whole lot of chewed up metal in there.
You think? Front one's good, bro.
Pull her back in. God damn. That's impressive.
No, bro.
Oh no.
Cam actually looks okay if we can get it out. Don't put that. I don't want it to like nick the fucking cam. If the cam comes out, it could be good.
Might come out now, maybe.
So I'm saying, yeah, like it's not. There's no marks on it.
Is the cam also ridiculously expensive?
No. Cams are like $500 or something.
Oh. Well, I haven't filmed anything on this yet. So this Z06 Fran bought, it's a roller, but it's got quite a bit of race car parts on it and stuff. So Matt is taking the spindle mounts off the front to put on the race car. Is there anything else that we're taking off this?
Nah, he was talking about the steering column, but I don't think we're going to use it. I don't really see any benefit to it.
We have no fucking lights, so
Yeah, get the race car in the trailer.
What's like the main advantage of doing like the spindle mounts and stuff? Are they just...
It's basically rolling mass and resistance.
Okay.
For one, the entire wheel assembly is a lot lighter. You don't have a wheel bearing, big unitized wheel bearing hub. You don't have steel studs, lug nuts, all that stuff. So you probably drop, 2 pounds on each wheel. And then also there's a lot less rolling resistance with these old taper bearings than there is a sealed hub assembly.
Gotcha.
So
I'd be real curious what the weight difference is.
I'm going with 2 pounds a wheel.
Just the wheel or everything included?
Everything.
I bet you it's more than that.
Yeah, I mean the main weight is just gonna be the hub assembly.
Well, plus the rim doesn't have like all the fucking bolt holes on them too. Like usually on this wheel, like they have like, they're like fully webbed here, like for the lugs. Yeah. I don't know how much, I mean it's billet aluminum, so it's probably not that much, but
Yeah, it's probably like a few ounces.
yeah, I don't know.
I'll certainly weigh it though.
Yes, we can.
I am ready to get the car
My
out.
tires came here. Yeah, we can get the car out.
Brakes are cool now that I know how to do it.
Are they pretty easy to take off?
Yeah. You basically take these 3 bolts out of the back and this whole front half of the
So all that does is technically hold the pad and the piston
Yeah.
pushes on the back.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
And this whole front plate just pops off.
Yeah, and these will be single piston now versus my other ones are dual piston. Thing's fucking clean, bro.
Yeah.
It's like way cleaner than my car. Granted, my car's been a race car for 10 plus years. So, shit, almost 15 years at this point. Fuck. Long time. Like, I haven't found a rock chip or anything on this yet.
It's a really nice car.
Yeah, it really is. It's really, really clean. Oh, I found a chip. Found 2 chips. A little one on the corner of the door and a little one right there.
How many miles does it have on it?
34,000.
Oh, okay. The drag wing it's got on it's very nice too.
I like mine better. It is nice, but I like mine better because this one mounts to the back bumper here and keeps the factory little wing, and I don't like that. Mine mounts in further, so there's no gap in between the body. It like sits in flush with the whole body, and then you take that wing off. Which you could probably do with this one. It just wasn't done that way. I don't know if this is the way it's intended to be mounted, but you probably could take that off, take that other wing off and slide it in further and then mount it. Because like mine's riveted to the whole body all the way across the top. And mine has like little like triangular mounts that mount here, but these are pretty nice though. They feel like pretty solid. I don't know if there's like something under the bumper. It is nice, but I just like mine better.
I honestly don't like the shape of it.
No?
No, it's too like concave for me. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but
Concave is this way.
it's like a bunch of
Convex
shapes.
is this way.
It's like a bunch of different shapes.
Yeah, I get it.
It's too many shapes.
Like a good flat drag wing. Flat as fast. That's what I'm going with. Unless you're talking about that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. There it is. It go on there a little easier than it was to take the other one off.
Yeah, I mean, going on, they go right on. It's just a tapered shaft. That's why they get stuck.
What does the bearing packer do?
So
Load it up with grease?
yeah, so it's got little holes. So the bottom's filled with the grease. And there's little holes in this cup. So the holes, when you put the pressure on it, forces the cup down, greased up, and it pushes it right through the center.
Okay.
So you see how it's like pushing through the roller?
Yeah, I see. It's all like that's exactly what it's called. It's all fucking packed in there. Pretty cool.
Old school. So when you're running a Heim joint like this, with just the nut, and if this ball were to shatter, this eyelet would be able to fall right over top of the nut.
Gotcha.
So a lot of people are going to this. And that'll catch that thing.
Is that something that I guess not necessarily commonly happens, but
No, not common, but
that ball will shatter?
but also not something I can risk.
Gotcha. It's weird seeing the brake rotor mounted to the wheel.
You want to weigh them?
Yeah, I'm gonna weigh the other ones.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna do it as soon as I get this.
Mama? What are you doing?
Mama? See how effortlessly that thing rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, she glides, alright.
That's the old one, right? Yeah. 10,
Yeah.
10.9.
So that's one side.
One side, yeah, the wheels we're gonna have to do separately.
Yeah, that's fine. So 22.6.
Alright, you got that?
Yep. This is also an M&H tire versus a Mickey Thompson. But I heard that these were lighter. I think that's why I got them. Let's call it 20 pounds.
20
yeah,
pounds.
call it 20 even.
So that's all that stuff.
So plus 20. So we're at 42.6.
I think this is gonna be considerably lighter.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so
But you measured the rotor on the other one too. So what was that? 9.6?
9.8.
9.8.
Tell you what, that ain't 20 pounds. Oh, maybe it is.
Because of the rotor.
Yeah.
Plus 23. So it's about 10 pounds.
Well, 20 pounds off the front of the car.
Yeah. Plus some of it's rotating.
It's actually.
I mean,
see.
it's hard to say how much is actually
we
rotating.
We can. I mean, well, again, we're getting ready to put a big wheel on.
It don't matter.
Whatever.
It's still.
Yeah. You get the idea. It should be a little bit less rotating. And plus, spin that wheel compared to this side, you know?
Yeah, I did do that.
And that side takes like force to move. This thing just.
Yeah.
It's so much different.
Yeah. Well, that's it. The brakes are definitely different and all that. Plus, yeah, single piston caliper versus twin piston caliper.
You're just taking the calipers off the rear, right?
I'll probably swap the rotors too and just keep everything together.
Oh, okay. I saw you said something in the group chat about the rotors being like a different offset or something.
Yeah.
Did you end up being able to use them or no?
Nope.
The calipers just swapped over, no problem.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. A new winch.
Well, yeah, that kind of was in there already, but he's just like finalizing it.
Gotcha.
I'm just retightening these things so the blinds stay up because they didn't when I got it. And then we put in a camera that mounts in the back of the trailer. It's like a Ford accessory. It's basically, it was all plug and play. It was actually fucking, I mean, I didn't do it, Matt did it, but it was fucking super easy. It just all plugs in and you like plug it into the truck with like factory wires and everything, and then like when I put it in reverse I can fucking click the camera and it'll bring up the camera behind my trailer.
Nice. So it actually.
Yeah, it's like a backup camera, but when I have the trailer hooked up, it
Oh, cool.
behind the camera.
So it just hooks up to the infotainment system and stuff?
Yeah, like that truck has like 7 cameras or whatever on its stock.
Yeah.
And it's just in a Ford accessory that you can buy that I bought brand new in 2017 when I bought the truck. I just never hooked it up. And I was going to put it on my stacker and I never did. So we did that, and then it comes with another thing that has 6 TPMS sensors to put in the trailer tires.
Nice.
So that in the truck it'll tell me like if the trailer tires are low and shit like that. So it only comes with 4 sensors though, so I just ordered 2 more.
That is super sick.
It's triple axle, so yeah, and that all hooks in like factory shit too. So doing that, finalizing the winch. I got a bunch of E-track that I got to put down on here to like strap the car down and shit, and then I got a bunch more that I'm gonna put like not technically E-track, I forget what it's called, but it's like the smaller track that I'll put all along here, like for like strapping stuff, mainly like from here to here, and then like towards the back if we want to like strap stuff to the walls, etc. And I'm just making it so that these blinds fucking stay up, because more than likely I'll just have them up 100% of the time, but
Yeah.
unless like we're sleeping in this part, but I don't think we will be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
check
the
out
good
that professional install.
That is super clean looking.
Like now the normal backup camera and stuff comes up, but you click here and just click auxiliary. And
Oh,
this
that's
is
awesome.
that's behind the trailer now. So, yeah, pretty sick. So when I'm backing this thing in, I can see how far I need to go back. But this thing has a ton of cameras. So it has like the bed camera, and it's got like the rear back camera, like that's back, and then 2 side mirror cameras. You can do like the 360 overhead, but yeah, whatever.